And I'm a huge fan of the Hives, so it's a big pleasure to be interviewing you. So that's nice. So first question, he wrote 25 years of rock and roll, guys. First, congratulations. It's hard to last in the music business. So how do you have this craziness still going on? And do you still stand each other after 25 years?
It's getting worse. But no, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's going pretty well. Yeah, it's. It doesn't feel like it's been 25 years. It feels more like 5 or something. You know, everything is moving, you know, fast. And
You want to say something about it?
Yeah, I think it's going pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah.
The first 20 years were very easy.
Yeah.
And now
The last 5 years are complicated.
yeah, more so I think, but it's still the best job in the world.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Did you think?
Job, I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Whatever it is. Yeah. We can call it a job. It is a job. Okay. I'll give you the mic. I have to give you the mic.
Well-paying hobby.
Yeah. It is. Did you think that it could last 25 years when you started? You have to hold the mic. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I don't think we did. You know, last, I guess, you know, we probably thought we'd be a band, but I think we thought that we would be popular maybe, you know, 5 years after we quit or something, you know, like people would discover us way later. But I never did.
Like the pyramids of Egypt or something, you know.
Yeah, people probably knew about them at the time as well, though, but, you know, with the Hives, I kind of figured we'd be a band that people would, you know, discover later.
Okay. You have a very close relationship with your public, with your audience. You often go in a crowd and you hook up with everybody. And do you think it's part of the show? It's part of your spirit? Do you all the time you're doing that always, or is it because you fit in a moment?
Well, I do if I feel like it, but it happens most shows because I always feel like it.
Yeah.
And
So it's part of the show now. You're including it.
Well, it's just, I guess it's just something we do. It seems weird to not use, there's so much space where the audience is and so little space where we are. It just seems weird not to use that space as well. Like they get all the good space. No, and it's also really
Do you like
fun
doing
to
it?
like touch people and see how they react and stuff. It's such a weird situation anyway that, and it's even, I feel like it's almost weirder if we're standing up there playing and they're down there looking and we don't meet. It's like you want to say hi to them, you know.
That's way weirder. When you're too far off from the crowd, you know, if the crowd are way over there, you know, if you're playing a big stage. I think we grew up at punk shows, you know, and you're supposed to be sort of, if the crowd and the band are sort of intertwined, that was a good show. So it's you just have to make the little run and the effort, you know, over to where they're at, because you're allowed to do it and they're not.
You need to get a very long cable. Yeah.
And you need someone to hold the cable as well.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know, it helps a lot. It gets really weird otherwise.
Well, guys, it's the second time you come in here. What do you prefer? Big festivals like this or smaller venues where you can play your entire shows? What's your preference?
I've always said I really like both. I mean, this is what we did in the summer too. You know, we grew up at Swedish festivals, going to shows. So I think this is a part of music that you know I'd never wanted to do without. If I have to pick a favorite show, I've always, for myself, I've always really liked the smaller shows with where you're very close to the people, and you get a good atmosphere. But having said that, I think we've had some of our most amazing shows have been festivals as well.
Yeah. Well, I guess just to say something different, I'll say I like more people. The more the merrier.
Bigger audience.
I like all of it. I just like playing music, period. I like playing it in the rehearsal space. I like playing it on a small stage, a big stage. I just love doing it.
Well, French audience. Anything special about French audience? You can be honest.
They seem very French to me, you know. No, I think...
Holding a baguette?
Yeah, waving their baguettes and wearing their berets and drinking their wine and throwing their cheese, you know. No, it's, rock and roll is a universal thing. It's, a rock and roll crowd is pretty much the same anywhere you go, apart from maybe you know, they're slightly different in maybe Japan or maybe more passionate and stuff in maybe South America and stuff. But it's French crowds for us have been great. You know, the past, what is it?
I feel like there may be, yeah, it's been really great. I feel like maybe there's slightly more hecklers in France. Like there's more, when that's fun. It's sort of like they enjoy making fun of us and we enjoy making fun of them.
I haven't thought about that. Maybe more smokers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe more tobacco.
No, this is us just, you know, from the top of our heads, you know.
Okay.
I love them all. The French are no exception.
Okay. Thanks for your honesty. This guy here, it was at Download Festival 2 weeks ago. He saw you guys, and he figured.
Third time.
For the third time, you know, we were big fans. You know, I grew up with the Hives as I was 14, so. And he figured that you play a couple of new songs. So is it announcing something? Release because your last album, if I'm wrong, if I'm right, is 2012, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So is it something new coming out soon?
We have a lot of songs, and we have a little bit of a problem agreeing on which ones are the good ones. But yes, we're working on an album. But
I think we played maybe 1 or 2 new ones, sort of every summer
for a couple of years.
Yeah,
so
for a couple of years.
Piece together like half an album from that.
And I think that's one of the albums that we're not entirely happy with, but I think the ones that we're playing this year, they're pretty spectacular songs. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, the stuff we've been playing earlier too, like I'm Alive or Bad Call, are also really good songs.
Yeah.
We haven't, I mean, we're working on a new album, but you know, it's like we're very...
So you don't know when it's going to be released?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's when we're done with it.
Okay.
That's always been the case, and this time it seems like it's a little harder finishing the record, but it's, you know, it has to be a good one, otherwise what's the point of releasing a record?
Yeah, if you, like, we put out quite a few good records, so it would be really suck to put out a bad one now. Like, we've managed to keep the bad ones away, so that's what, I guess that's what we're trying to do. But it's like, he's saying it's hard to finish it. It was also hard to start it, so it's like, it's always pretty difficult. But in the end, you know, you want to leave something great behind, so you got to make the effort.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest difference this time. Like, the past records have been hard to finish, but this one was harder to start.
So there'll be new songs tonight again?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the set list yet, so I don't really know. But maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know for how long we play and stuff, but yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Well, thanks for having us, guys, and have a good show tonight. It's big pleasure of meeting you.
Yeah,
as a big fan.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.